Does this look familiar to you? If so, we have an answer to your frustration. It's an oxygen fuel gas torch with mini Caldo adapter and Caldo mini rods. Our product safely does everything an oxygen fuel gas torch can't. And here's how easy it is. In this example, using carbon steel, the oxygen fuel gas cutting torch could not safely pierce this solid bar without damaging the cutting nozzle and the torch head. The mini Caldo adapter and Caldo rods can pierce through this solid bar in seconds. Stainless steel. Your typical torch can't cut this. The mini Caldo adapter and rods can. If you're a maintenance person trying to work in an area that is physically hard to get to, the mini Caldo rods can also be bent to go around corners and tight places. This demonstration is on a piece of mild steel. And as you can see, the mini Caldo adapter installed on this torch meets this challenge, as well as cutting or piercing cast iron, stainless steel, and even concrete. When you're gouging a weld, a carbon arc electrode process requires a high-amp power source, compressed air source, and carbon rods. This process is extremely noisy, and the copper-coated electrodes leave a residue that must be cleaned before further weld preparation. The mini Caldo process requires only oxygen, leaves no residue, is very quiet, and is immediately weld ready. High-temperature brick is our next example. This brick is made to withstand temperatures of 3,000 degrees. The mini Caldo thermal rods burn at 7,000 degrees. The rod's components are its fuel source, and the oxygen accelerates it. Imagine if you're a maintenance worker and you run into concrete or any type of laminated concrete or metal surfaces that you need to remove. The mini Caldo torch, the adapter, and the thermal rods can make it all happen. What we're doing is turning a one-dimensional tool into a tool that will burn and cut a wide variety of metals and materials. Here's how we'll convert the torch to accept the exothermic rod. This transfer process is quick, and within a minute you'll be cutting anything you want to cut. The first step is to shut off the fuel gas supply and purge the torch and the hose of any fuel gas. It is recommended to use a high-capacity, high-flow, single-piece cutting torch with flash arresters or check valves installed from Airco, Harris, Oxweld, Smith, or Victor. A fuel gas and oxygen are the two gases needed for combustion in an oxygen fuel gas torch. Preheat oxygen and fuel gas pressurized through a cutting nozzle brings the surface of the material to be cut to kindling temperature. Adding cutting oxygen through an independent orifice in the nozzle effectively removes the desired material. The mini Caldo adapter was designed so it will never allow preheat oxygen and fuel gas to pass through the cutting nozzle. The cutting oxygen orifice is the only passage that exists. For added protection, a thermal arrestor is located in the head of every mini Caldo torch and adapter. Here's an example, using cast iron, of a typical dilemma that any maintenance worker faces on the job. Most workers only have the traditional oxygen fuel gas torch. As you can see, the cast iron has a higher melting point than the oxygen fuel gas torch can provide. The cast iron is dissipating the heat. Not enough temperature can be generated to start the burn. Our product can convert very quickly and economically to cut anything. Another significant feature of the Caldo torch adapter and Caldo rods is that the rods can be lit anytime or anywhere with a simple plug tube igniter. You can light nearly 25 rods with one tube. Now this is significant because it allows for the portability of the rod. In this example, our rods and adapter are piercing a hole in a piece of cast iron that is 1.25 inches thick. Now why is this significant? Because our rods and the adapter can pierce this hole in 10 seconds on that piece of iron that an oxygen fuel gas torch could not even touch. The bottom line here is this. With the mini Caldo oxygen fuel gas torch adapter installed on your torch with the proper flashback arresters or check valves, it will exceed your expectations. Along with our patented mini Caldo rods, this process will give you the most effective approach to burning and cutting. This product will make your life easier, your work quicker, and your job open to opportunity.